This is the inertia simulation. So the purpose of this activity is to understand inertia and observe Newton's first law of motion. So obviously I'm going to provide some references. This link right here is the simulation. I'm going to put this video, and I put a nice video that describes Newton's laws of motion. So if you look at the instructions, right, if you pull up the simulation, what we're looking for is that acceleration tab. That's what we want to start with. So I'll go ahead and I'll shrink the box there. That way we can see. Now, if we look at that, we're going to do 4 different scenarios here. So in all the scenarios, the setup is the same. I just wanted to put a picture of that. What you want is you want to click all of these, right? So I can see everything. And we want no friction. So make sure you turn it down until the surface is ice. Next thing I want to do is shrink. There we go, right? Next thing I want to do is I want to take this box out, and I want this cup of water, right? So I want to set that right there. Now, what you're going to do is the 4 different scenarios. This is the first scenario. So what you need to do is you need to answer these questions. Number 1, are the forces acting on the cup balanced or unbalanced, right? What is the net force acting on the cup? Remember, the net force is the sum of all forces, and that is right there, the sum of all forces. What is and is the cup accelerating or not? So we do have like an acceleration. And then you want to know, well, what is the water level in the cup look like in this scenario? So you can see here you have these boxes to click. You just want the correct one. So I'll go ahead and do the first one because the first one is probably the easiest. Are the forces balanced? Yes, they are balanced. What is the net force? The net force is 0 newtons. You can see that right there. Is the cup accelerating or not? Well, no, it's at a constant velocity or rest. And this is what the water level looks like. And I'll give you a little hint. The forces are balanced. There is a net force, and the object will be accelerating. If the forces are balanced, the net force is 0, and the object will be at a constant velocity or rest. So that's the hint that's given to you on all of these. Now, the different scenarios, the next one, you're going to apply 500 newtons. So you can do that several different ways. You can use this, right? And what I'm going to do, just so I don't spoil the answers for this one, I'm going to put the cup away and I'm going to do them to the box, right? But remember, for all of these, what you're doing is you are using the cup. So you're going to use 500 newtons. You're going to apply it like this. And like I said, we're going to be using the cup for all these. I just don't want to spoil all the answers. Now, you can also use this little click button here, right? And if you need help, you can always pause it just like I did. And you can get the answers from that based on that scenario. So that is the first scenario. Like I said, remember we're doing with this cup, with the cup. I'm going to let it go, and it's going to continue going on like this. This would be the third scenario. The next scenario is doing negative 500 newtons to the left. So you're going to apply a force in this direction, just like that, right? And you can pause it just so you can get that water level for this one. Then the last question is basically answering the question, look at the water levels in the cup in all 4 scenarios. What is the cup doing in the scenarios where the water is not level? In your own words, explain why the water is not level in these scenarios. So that is the inertia simulation.